Omer from MMOHut.com. I'm doing another quick weekly recap of MMO news and announcements for the week ending October 16th, 2011. And as you can see from the video playing in the background, the first piece of news that we're going to take a look at this week has to do with Tribes Ascend. And the news is that the game will be entering closed beta on November 4th. The game is being developed by the same company behind Global Agenda, but unlike Global Agenda, which blends MMORPG element with third-person shooting, Tribes Ascend will be a straight-up, fast-paced, sci-fi themed MMO FPS game. And again, the game's closed beta is on November 4th, and those who purchase VIP bundles on the game's website will be able to play the beta. Hopefully, open beta will follow shortly afterwards. Up next, guys, on October 15th, Alt 1 Games released an expansion for Troy Online, which expands the game's Invasion Wars. And by expands, I mean it actually added Invasion Wars to the game, where players can invade their opponent's capital city to capture their relics. The winning faction of the war will receive experience buffs as well as drop rate buffs for their whole faction. This update basically expands PvP in the game. And the update launched on October 15th. Next up, guys, on October 11th, 2011, Elsword added a small update to the game which added gamepad support. I know a lot of people don't like using gamepads on the PC, but for a game like Elsword, which is a side-scrolling action MMORPG, using a gamepad it could actually make some sense. But yeah, it's a small update for the game, and it just adds gamepad support, and controls with gamepads will be fully mappable, which means you can bind the keys however you like. I personally always prefer keyboard and mouse, but just my preference. Up next, guys, on October 12th, 2011, GPotato released the latest expansion pack for Allods Online, Undaunted. The update actually adds a whole bunch of things to the game, but to celebrate the launch of the update, all players receive a gift box containing 100 to 1,000 cash shop currency. The game has revamped the starting areas, removed the fatigue system, and made enemies easier to slay. 2 new classes, the Elven Scionist and Zadagian Mage, if I said that correctly, are also being added. 2 new areas have also been added to the game, and they are Kingdom of Elements and Mausoleum of Sparks. A new matchmaking system has also been introduced to the game's PvP to match players against similar leveled players. Those who haven't played Allods in a while might want to give the game another try because the whole beginner experience has been revamped and made easier. Up next, guys, on October 12th, 2011, G4 Box announces an update and actually launches the update for Metin 2 called Devil's Catacomb. And yeah, guys, I know Metin 2 is quite an old MMORPG, but it's still around and still surprisingly popular. The update adds a new dungeon to the game called Devil's Catacomb for players level 75 and higher, and it is located in Forbidden Temple. A handful of new items have also been added to the game, but the update really centers around that one new dungeon. Up next, guys, on October 12th, Area Games releases the latest expansion pack, the Eden Eternal, which adds a whole bunch of new things to the game. Mainly, the game's level cap has been increased to 60, a new class has been added to Templar, and players can also now customize their homes and even rent them out. For those that haven't heard of Eden Eternal, it's a brightly colored 3D anime-inspired MMORPG with a unique multi-classing system. And yeah, guys, I know the video in the background is quite old, but they didn't release a new trailer for this particular update, so I'm using this random video for the game. And the dude in the trailer is running, he's going somewhere, he's got a place to be, and he is going to go to the center and fight Gandalf, a huge mage. Anyway, guys, the update actually launched on October 12th. Up next, guys, on October 12th, 2011, Rusty Hearts Awakening is now live. Awakening is the latest update for Rusty Hearts, and it increased the game's level cap to 30, adds several new skills for each character, adds new dungeons, and adds over 500 new items to the game. And the video you guys are seeing in the background is the official Rusty Hearts launch trailer. I like Perfect World because they always release trailers for each of their updates for every game, and they actually make some pretty cool trailers. So yeah, guys, Rusty Hearts Awakening went live on October 12th. And if you haven't heard of the game, it's basically anime-inspired Vindictus, but with more Dungeon Fighter-esque graphics. Next up, guys, on October 14th, Gravity launches an update for Requiem. The update for Requiem increased the game's level cap to 85, adds second new job skills, equipment, weapons, and quests. A new premium dungeon, Nova Lux, and treasure dungeon, Namuron, have been added to the game as well. In addition to these specific changes, all of the game's skills have gone through rebalancing, and the DNA system has been expanded. And for you guys that haven't heard of Requiem, because it's not that popular, it's actually a 3D horror-themed MMORPG, but it's mainly a fantasy-themed game with some horror elements. And that's horror, not Ho, in case you guys misheard me. Because Ho elements wouldn't even make sense. Or would it? Think about it. Up next, guys, the next expansion pack for Prius Online has been announced and will be coming live on October 26th. And this bit of news, guys, came on October 14th. So they announced on October 14th that the latest update will go live on October 26th, and it is called Stronghold of the North. The update will raise the game's level cap from 60 to 70, add 500 new quests to the game, several new zones, and a new major hub known as Heims. And I sound way too excited for this bit of news. I guess it's because Prius Online has lollies in it. In fact, you actually get a lolly as a pet. Well, actually, they're called animas, but I prefer to call them what they actually are. Next up, guys, Sword Girls enters closed beta on October 12th, 2011. That's actually the card-based MMO by Chang Yu. And that was an anime chick with the eye patch. Eye patch is always awesome. In the video you're seeing right now, guys, the game's official trailer, and actually the game's art looks really good, but it's actually just a simple TCG, trading card game style MMO, but there is still no open beta date for the game. If you're a fan of trading card games, you might as well give Sword Girls a try, but the game is in closed beta as of October 12th. Guys, something I forgot to mention a bit earlier in the news is that Lineage 2 is adopting a hybrid business model. Basically, they're making the game free to play, but an optional subscription to access most of the content. Now, I've been saying for a long time that Lineage 2 will be free to play, and it looks like I will be correct, but too bad there is no official release date on the free to play version of the game, only that NCSoft is looking to make the game free to play. Now, this upcoming change shouldn't be that surprising because the game is already free to play in Russia, so it only makes sense that the game will be free to play worldwide. Hopefully, going free to play will make the game more popular because Lineage 2 is still a somewhat popular game, but mostly on private servers. Hopefully, this will bring a lot of private server players to the official servers. Well, guys, that was it for MMO news, but as for games coming soon, we got nothing. But as for games that recently launched, we have on October 12th, Fallen Earth went free to play on Gamers First. And for those that haven't heard of Fallen Earth, it was a pay to play, subscription-based game, but now it went free to play. And it's actually a really cool post-apocalyptic game with a really unique skill system, which I played the free trial of, and I'm actually been excited about the game, and I will give it a chance. Yeah, but basically, guys, the game is yet another subscription-based game gone free to play. The game does have several premium subscriptions available for those that do want to pay monthly, but you can still access the game for free. And yeah, guys, I've been saying for a while, free to play is definitely the future of MMORPGs, and this is yet another game gone free to play. And anyway, guys, that's it for MMO news and announcements for the week ending October 16th, 2011. Now, if you want to read about or learn more about any of the news mentioned in this video, simply head on over to MMOHut.com/news. And if you want to discuss any of this video, simply head on over to MMOHut.com/forums. Anyway, guys, this is Omer, signing off.